You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations. I know we live.
We are live.
Yo, what's good? I'm not gonna scare. It's your boy Dash. So we're here with another legendary guest, but this is actually the first time we had somebody come back for the second time. His story was so action-packed, and there's so much more left to learn that for real, like we literally had to bring back this legend again, man. My man G-Field, man. How are you, bro?
I'm fine, man. Thanks for having me back. I guess this is my camera, and I know Smed was switching them things last time from behind the Mac. You hear me? But yeah, I'm good, man. Like I said, I once again I appreciate y'all for having me back. You got me one shot of yak. That's all. Yeah, one shot, man.
One shot won't kill. Man.
One shot won't kill. One is better than none.
So, how are you liking the feedback from your first video? Because you got our highest viewed interview on the channel right now, which is legendary.
Well, I feel, thank you, and I feel good about that. We all have a story to tell, and I think like certain stories are good for certain people and inspirational for various different reasons. So yeah, we back for part 2. You know what to do. Back for part 2.
Okay, well, I mean, one thing I noticed about, you know what I'm saying, like a lot about the interview, we're a little shuffling today, but it's all good. One thing I like about it was the positive feedback was, you know, like a lot of people know you just from your music and stuff like that. And it kind of was that good way that like we want to start where people were more interested in you as a person now. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dog G-Field. Because a lot of people be your friends, especially as men. Like, we don't really talk to our friends about stuff that's bothering us, stuff that's going on. So, I mean, like, did you feel like a certain, like, release when you did it?
Yeah, I felt like it's so funny that you said that. I'm gonna say real quick, I felt good about the positive feedback. You know, all your feedback won't always be that, but I felt like all the feedback was good. But then I also got some calls from personal people that I might haven't talked to in a very long time, and they were like, look, the young lady was like, I look at you totally different now. You know what I'm saying? I had, you know, just a friend, you know, and she was like, well, you know, I didn't know this, that, and the third. I was like, well, you know now, baby, and be tuned in for part 2, so subscribe to the channel, and you can get more, because there's more in store. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just, like I said, man, you know, I don't mind. This is a platform, you know what I'm saying? And just like you got business going on, Dash communicate, Dash resources or whatnot, everybody got something that they doing. So this is a platform, you know, and it's a platform where you can come and showcase what you got going on and tell your story, you know, whether you are legendary in your own right, in your own mind, or whether you're on the road to becoming that.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel.
So where we last left off, just a quick little recap. We're not going to give you the whole story all over again because you got to watch part 1. Right?
Part 1. And subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Legendary. Legendary promo, right?
Yeah, subscribe.
First question I want to ask you, because I forgot to do this, which is to ask you, like, where'd you come up with the name G-Field from?
Man, this is really, damn, I'm glad you asked me that. Well, the name, I remember, this is what I remember. I got a partner named Julius Render. You probably know him from Facebook.
Yeah.
Light skin, you know what I'm saying? We went to elementary together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Jew is a real good friend of mine. Okay, we old as we are now, so we not kicking it every day. Jew don't even stay in Dayton, but Jew is my people.
Right.
His family is like my family, you feel me?
Right.
So he got older brothers, older sisters, so it's always been love. Right. But I remember us having a cracking session one day for the young people. Y'all call cracking like y'all call it Jones and roasting, snap flaming, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we called it cracking back then. So Julius had a raspy voice, you feel me? Julius said, you know what, you know what I'm saying? So his voice was kind of raspy back then. So I could remember saying something to him about that, and I could remember him making a joke about how big my eyes were. As y'all can tell, my shit kind of big, but this to see you with, and to see you niggas with, and to see you motherfuckers that's infiltrating with. So yeah, that's what that's about. So I can remember Julius start calling me Garfield, not G-Field, Garfield. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy because I got another partner named Tyrone Patterson. We used to call him Stick Man. And he got killed back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We don't get into what happened, but he was murdered. Right. Senselessly murdered back in the day, and he was a good friend of mine. We went to school together. He had a brother named Hoggy, and Hoggy was a basketball star at Colonel White. Oh. So he had a little play in it too, because we always back in the back of Julius's house. We used to play football and shit like that, but we was, you know, being kids and cracking. So I can remember the name kind of coming from between Julius and Stickman. You feel me? Because we always was used to cracking. So I can remember Julius relevantly because I was good at cracking. Yeah. It was a fun thing. Right. And we always, it wouldn't even be no bicker about it. Like after the fact, so it was good wreck. That's what they call it now, wreck. Because the hoes be like, you wreck. Like you wreck. You feel me? Yeah. So yeah, it's called wreck, baby. Like having a motherfucker laughing, being funny, jonesing, telling some jokes, getting on a person. It was wreck back then. We was wrecking. So my name came from wrecking sessions, man. My nickname Garfield, and then of course like Diddy, it went from Garfield to G Field. Then I took a G off and put that in my pocket, and they was calling me Field. You hear me? And then so it was a lot, you know. But at the end of the day, all them names is what I'm known by, along with my real name too. So we're gonna go there with that too. Right. So that's the answer to that question.
Right. So also like where we left off was I wanted to ask you about Louisville. So like we was in Louisville.
Yeah.
You be in Louisville like you from Louisville, like you was all the way comfortable down there. So
I'm glad you brought that up, man.
Walk me through the Louisville relationship that like you had with Louisville.
My relationship with my family in Louisville, these ain't my friends, these are my family, no matter what type of disagreements we may have had, because you had a disagreement with your whole mama, right?
Absolutely.
Your whole brother, whomever.
Absolutely.
I'm saying somebody close to you, so that don't mean that they ain't not your people because you have a disagreement. We got so much of that shit going on right now. Just because a person have a disagreement, they want to get on Facebook. The first thing they do is go to Facebook. I'm from the Tupac era. I'm under the Tupac Act. I can't go to the net with everything. I will be on there and be social, but let's get back to the question, okay? Because I ain't gonna get far fetched. Now my relationship with my Louisville family, man, it's like my brother Thousand's mother is from there. If I ain't mistaken, her family is from there. I know for a fact. Like her brother, that's where Thousand got his name from, was his uncle, his mother's brother. His name was Thousand. They started calling him Lil Thousand.
Wow.
Yeah. And he was like big time gambler, had a name up there, was a good street person. So from what I was told from different people, you know what I'm saying? So Thou always been running through there. So Thou ran me through there years back. Okay. And the type of person that I am, I met the people that I met through Thousand, and they became my people too. So our people. Right. So Thousand had been known them, you know what I'm saying, since he been a kid. Right. So doing my music, Thou took some of my music up there. But let me tell you, I don't know. I got one story first where my partner, he's on Instagram, CEO Harlem, look him up. You know what I'm saying? Cizo, I forgot Zoe's Instagram, but they all on the gram. These my people. So go on there, look them up and follow them. But these are my people. These my people that I was dealing with up there. So make a long. Well, hold on. Now go back. The original question was how I got with my Louisville people. But where did I just leave off at? Tell me.
So you're leaving off where, you know what I'm saying, like you met them and then
I met them through Thou.
And then then they got your music circuit.
I met when Thou took my music up there. Right. So when Thou takes my music up there, he's showing me, at the time MySpace was popping. Right. So Thou showing me like, damn, they MySpace, they was doing some music too. They was doing some entertainment stuff too, some shows and stuff too. So they was some big hat boys in the crew too. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like family. You know, everybody was doing their thing. Everybody was, you know, pulling up how they was supposed to be pulling up, if you get where I'm coming from. Right. So my brother had me up there, and I had my stuff out, and I was going real hard, and we liked each other's stuff, and then we just started doing music together. Right. So they are on the Daily Doses of Game mixtape. You can go get that on thatpiff.com. You can check that out, download that and all that. That's my old stuff. But since the motherfuckers is going retro and liking old things, I'm putting out all my old shit. Absolutely. Because I'm from the old era, so all my shit will be able to be streamed. Everything will be able to be viewed and all of that. But my Louisville family is my Louisville family, man. Strong. They from Ace Trey, Park Hill. That's the projects they from. You know what I'm saying? So now we got some bigger things going on down there. One of my main partners down there has a trucking company. So he said, Garfield, we just talked 2 days ago. He said, why would you go get your CDLs? He said, I don't have my CDLs and I'm driving. I'm driving a box truck of my own.
Right.
He said, but why would you drive? He said, you're going to be driving, making like 30 bands a month with your own shit. He said, but why don't you have your own company and you just got motherfuckers driving for you? You're going to make much more.
Right.
Because you owning the company.
Exactly.
He said, the thing is owning your own stuff.
Right.
And so he giving me this game because guess what? He was in the Fed joint and he wound up getting some mentorship from another person who was already on this track.
Right.
And he was telling him like, look, you don't even got to be doing nothing in the streets no more. So now my partner got his own office and guess what? He creating jobs and he giving game on how you can go get your own big boy bankroll for free.
I want to add to that. My friend Chris Unbiased, he also was like a battle rap blogger. He talked about two businesses that like you can start by yourself. One is the Jam Pro business, which I purchased my very first franchise was the Jam Pro business, where it's basically where you purchase like a cleaning franchise, and then you know what I'm saying.
You bought into their franchise, and you gonna get your money off of getting cleaning accounts.
And I don't have to do anything at all. They already go out. They go get the places for you. You don't have to go out and find them like that. You do. I mean, like you do, then you can get more money off of it. But that's only one. He also does another detailed blog on how to start your own trucking business, you know what I'm saying? And then like you can literally make your own schedule. So I mean, like that's something dope that like you just drop for the people right there because it's definitely something very, very lucrative. But before we got the Louisville era, right?
I didn't hear.
Hold on. Before we got the
I'm good. I throw this motherfucker. I run up out this motherfucker.
Hey, but
yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just, you know,
I'm gonna ask you
me.
a funny story because you know, so I watch a Louisville blog,
Right.
And in the blog, one of your homies was driving and he got hit by a train. You want to tell us about that story?
Man, how in the fuck do you remember that?
I know that, bro.
Yeah, okay, you done been doing your homework. Plus you've been knowing. Plus you've been dealing with. Plus we've been. Come on, okay, I'm gonna give you that. Okay. Shouts out to my gangster for doing his homework and not coming on here and not knowing what the ass to talk about. We're gonna get shouts out to him on that. Now look, they didn't get hit by no train, nigga. It was we.
What? Oh, whoa.
I was in, and guess who else was with me?
Who else?
Shada K.
What?
Shada K was with me. Man, look, Shada K, this is because me and Shada K been my gangster.
Wow.
That been my gangster. So me and Shada K always been fucking around.
K.
Shada K was standing off of Main Street, had the big boy studio in his basement.
Yeah,
And then and can I be honest, K knew how to kind of work the shit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, because we was recording, it was sounding cool. And it wasn't even a whole big setup.
Right.
But I was like, look, I'm looking at this shit, I'm hearing it. I'm like, damn, so I'm giving my niggas props. Yeah. So we talking, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to go to Louisville for this, that, and the third. Nigga, you more than welcome to go. Right. He like, shit, I'm rocking with you, Phil, woo woo. He wound up calling Jason. He got my hustle up t-shirt. We pulled up in the projects. Right. We was going to a Rick Ross concert, so instead of traveling 3-4 cars, we in the Durango with the third row.
Okay.
So everybody can travel comfortably.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like 4 or 5 of us in the car. So man, we riding down a nice side street in Louisville. You know, Louisville they got industrial shit and trains and stuff there, you know, running through thick a little bit. So we came across and there wasn't no railroad crossing barriers down and there was no lights flashing. So we going on about our business, man. I'm talking about this was some real scary shit. Like picture being in a movie and you just riding, I'm smoking a blunt. I'm talking about got my Cardis and shit on, and boom, out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look, and I'm like, I'm trying to hurry up and get out. But guess what? I'm a Shada K can come and be my witness to this. Guess what happened? It was some kind of railroad conductor guy, white guy out there, and he seen what was about to happen. So at that point, he wind up radioing. And it's slow. It wasn't a train. It was a caboose to a train.
Oh, so
it wasn't the actual train.
Yeah.
Nah, but a caboose coming, nigga. What you mean?
Yeah,
Still.
Yeah. I mean, like that caboose.
It was
enough to push a long.
Man,
yeah.
the pictures are on my Facebook.
Wow.
The pictures are on my Facebook, so I can just get them up for you and just send you the link, and you can edit them in the story if you would like. But we ain't got. But guess what?
That's crazy.
But that's what happened with that. So what happened was, we got smacked and pushed just a tad bit. And so I wasn't even supposed to be out of town in Kentucky because I was on parole and I didn't tell my PO, so I'm off parole now, so they can't do shit. But what I'm saying,
got you.
So that's why I didn't get me no bankroll. Everybody else kind of got paid.
Right.
Everybody else got some money, some chiropractic services and all that. I wind up dipping on and off when they came to do the reporting shit because I'm like, I'm not about to tell the police I'm supposed to be up here. I ain't supposed to be up here.
Yeah,
but I always went back and forth without no issues though. But that's what happened with that man, and nobody was hurt. My partner, his back was a little bit messed up, but nobody was seriously injured, is what I'm saying. So we all still living and we all still here. And that's the true story, man, real life story. So we was on our way to a Rick Ross concert, actually, and my people, we was going to open up, you know, my Kentucky people. And, of course, I'm blending in on songs with them and all that. So that's what that was about.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, that's a crazy story because I didn't know, like, you was in it because, like, when you asked him about the story on your vlog, you was like, yo, what happened? Because that was you covering your ass to your PO, like,
thank you. Now you picking up on this real game that you always pick up on when you're supposed to. So that's what that was about. But, yep, we was in the projects, and like I said, shit, I had a DAYTON gangster with me, Shot of K, my partner, so he was with me and shit. So yeah, so all my stories are authenticated anyway, nigga. My title been notarized on all this shit. I don't need no authentication from no Negro.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after this happened, you know what I'm saying, like, you come back. At this time, you doing the 2012 free G Field vlog. At the time, are you already locked up when it dropped, or?
No. I was locked up for a second, of course, not bickering. I got out on bond, and what it was
ankle bracelet.
I had and that was the thing. I had conditions on my bond. Right. You don't normally get that, you know, unless, like I said in the first interview, some shit was said on my name. You get what I'm saying? So I had to sit on house arrest with the bond. It ain't like they just let me out on house arrest. I paid basically to be on house arrest for the 6 months. And the free G Field vlog happened around that time. Shout out to my gangster Royce the Prince, because he was doing some filming. He was mingling with me, you know what I'm saying, at my people's house and making sure everything was cool. He was coming, he was acting funny. He was doing my vlogs for me and shit and recording and editing. He was even willing to show me how to do some editing due to the fact that I was having a lot of footage, you know, in what I was doing. So the free G Field vlog happened with me catching a felonious assault case, like I said, 3 of them in the last interview, and that's where the free G Field vlogs came from. Like, I was on house arrest and I was dealing with my cousins and different family members and different people. Jason who was supportive. You know, when you get in a different situation, you know, a lot of people ain't gonna be supportive when you get in a bad situation. Yeah. So I was wanting to shout out to all the people who supported me through that. Like I said, it's a lot to name, but I just said a couple names. But it was a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Frank Nitty, of course, my brother, everybody was being supportive that I really dealt with, that I needed. And that was important because a lot of times we don't be giving people credit. And in life, man, credit is important. Right. Whether you're dealing with credit with the creditors, or whether credit on your name. Or when you watch a movie, don't you see at the end of the movie it's credits? And there's so many people involved, but they give everybody that credit. Right. And if you want to go back and look at them credits and slow them down, you have the right to go do that. Right. And it's somebody that played a part in that, man. And a lot of times these motherfuckers won't even give you no credit. But right now, at this point, it's important to give credit. But I seen some shit on the internet. Lil Yachty said, fuck the credit, man, long as I get the money. So I'm going to start feeling like that. Because I don't feel like it right now, but I'm going to start. I'm going to be honest, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real gangster, so I'm going to just be like, I'm going to start feeling that way. I don't feel like it now because I be wanting the credit. I don't want a motherfucker to go above and beyond, but what you got to realize, man, a lot of times you do shit for people that you really don't have to do. And you do it from the kindness of your heart, so you don't want nobody to go praise you, but come and let me know that you appreciate it and show me that you appreciate it by way of action, not by way of materials or money, but just show some love that you know that you appreciate what a nigga did for you that he didn't have to do, that you know you couldn't do for another nigga because you couldn't do it for yourself. Right.
Like, for instance, I have people contact me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I do stocks, so obviously I'm gonna be doing well in stocks if that's my full-time job. I'm not gonna put my money out there. Right. But you have people that sit back pocket watch it, and then they may run into a rough patch where they hit me up, say, you know what I'm saying, like, Peanut is a cool dude, look out for everybody. Yeah, on information. But let's say, for instance, one of my homies did hit me up and say, bruh, let me borrow. I go to your Facebook. You ain't reposted none of my stuff. I record every Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So he ain't did nothing to add no value to the business, but he want to reap benefits from the business. Right. And guess what, man? It's sad, man. You know, all it don't cost to repost shit. It don't
cost
cost to repost shit. They be too busy thinking about what somebody gonna say, or they want to paste them fake ass garments they be wearing. Or you know what I'm saying, or some other shit, man. But my thing is like, I'm always gonna be me, and I'm always gonna be genuine. And that don't mean, you know what I'm saying, when I say genuine, I'm gonna be real, but I ain't gonna let you use, abuse, you know what I'm saying, or run over. It's a big difference. A lot of people feel like, I gotta be like, nah, you ain't about to get all this extra shit off on me that you ain't gonna let me get off on you. Let's talk about it.
Right. Yeah. So during that vlog, when you did the Free G Field vlog, like you said, and I quote, "I'm here fighting for my life." Man. So at that moment, like, I've never seen somebody so vulnerable because like you was always the cool dude,
exactly,
cool dude. To see you vulnerable like that, to me, you know what I'm saying, it struck a chord. But that has to come from a real place. So walk me through like you going to court and you going through this mentally. What are you going through during this time?
Well, at this time,
what times you facing first?
It was 3 felonious assault charges with 3 gun specs.
Okay, yeah.
So the felonious assault
Two
charges
was
is 2 to 8.
Yeah.
No, 2 to 8 times 3.
3. Yep.
And then 3 times 3 on the gun specs. That's separate from the actual charge.
Right.
Okay, and the gun specs is 3 years each by themselves.
Yep. And they running them concurrent.
And I never was caught with a gun or anything like that, but I had a gun placed on my name and I was charged with that. But what I went through mentally, I was going through a lot. I'm like, you got to think, you got to still maintain while you going through that. You still got children. Yeah. You know, you still got to take care of responsibilities. You know, ain't nobody gonna really care about your story. You still just gotta do what you gotta do. You know, they don't act like they care, but you know how that go. But when I say, you know, that, I went through a lot because it's like, you don't know if you're going to be going to jail. You feel me? You don't know if you're going to win or lose for real, although your case is strong. You feel me? You don't know how a jury going to react. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot. But, you know, I probably wouldn't even, not probably, I wouldn't change anything that I did go through, you know, because it was one of those type of experiences that, I didn't want to go through it, but I went through it. I'm sitting here right now, and I done been through shit worse than that, and I'm still here. So that's just not a brag or a diss to anybody else. This is just the brutal honesty that he's sitting here asking me about on this podcast. So I made it through it. You know what I'm saying? I put it behind me. We already said last time that my name got tossed in the hat. Yeah. My name got tossed in the hat by Lane. So that was that. And like I said, when you know, everybody know that. How I am. You get what I'm saying? Everybody that know me know how I am. You know, they know I'm solid. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I ain't gonna even talk about what was talked about in the last interview.
Right, of course not. So at this point, is it your second time going to war with the courts, or this like the first time? Because the first time you rap, and then like that's how you learn how to rap. So when you came home, you already ex-con at this point.
Yep, and man, it's so crazy because I wasn't in anything for 7 whole years. Right. 6.5, 7 years because you know I was released in 2006, and then these allegations became on my name in 2012. So I hadn't been in nothing besides, you know, maybe a ticket, maybe a speed and some shit like that, but no felony charges on my name. You get what I'm saying? So for that time. So that was not to interrupt. That was kind of big. That was kind of and I say this in all honesty, man. That was big for me because I kind of been troubled all my life. Just you know, not blaming it on nobody. I ain't about to blame the white man. I ain't about to blame nobody. You know, just some of my own actions. Right. Just being young, not listening, being hard headed, and you know, it is what it is. But I'm different now. So that's my thing about it now. You know what I'm saying? Like I put them things behind me, man, and I went through a lot mentally, emotionally, and physically going through that case. I got fat. I wasn't doing shit but eating, sitting on house arrest, you feel me? Eating all the good shit, you feel me? I got them, I was 285. Like, motherfucker, my friends was like, I didn't even really notice. But motherfuckers is telling me, like, they like, bro, you getting big. So motherfuckers coming over like, what's up, big dog? I ain't really catching it. They been, you know, these my friends, though. So I'm like, I'm not bickering. But I'm like, my one homegirl, real friend, never, so she like, man, she like, Garfield, you getting fat. She like, you over there eating cheesy ass pizzas and this and this and
Lasagna,
that.
they just like
Yeah,
Garfield for real.
she like, you need to cut that out. So she sent me a picture of a healthy meal. She sends me a picture of some shit I need to be eating. You feel me? So of course I went through that and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I went through a lot at that time.
So how's it feel now? Because like first time you went, we'll say relatively, it was kind of early in your career. Like, well, it was before your career started.
Before it started.
So this time you hot now.
Yep.
And then now you got to go sit down. How does that feel to have to sit down at that time, the height of your career?
Well, it was like it was. I felt like it was unfair. I felt like for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? I felt like street things supposed to have been kept street. They were not, you know.
Say that.
I felt like it was very unfair. You know, I felt like a lot of times people say things and don't stand on it. You know, my loyalty and my word mean more than any amount of money. You can't tell these niggas that they'll do anything for some money. You know
That's the credits I need.
Yeah, they'll do anything for some money. My thing is like you, like a rapper said the other day, man. You can't pay me no amount of money to do no snake shit. Right. You ain't gonna find a nigga out here to say I snaked him, and if a mistake was made within our relationship, they're gonna be like Garfield did his best to straighten it, or he straightened it. That's just the kind of character I got. That's just the kind of relationship I be having with my real people.
Right.
Like I don't even be fucking with or speaking to some of these niggas. It ain't no arrogance or nothing. I just don't know you.
Right.
And I ain't the nigga that think everybody know me and I'm on the pedestal, but just like I don't know you. Like it ain't that I can't get to know nobody or nothing like that, but bro, I just be keeping it like I be keeping it, and I be feeling good about what situation, the space I be in. I don't know, niggas is out here so fucked up, bro. Like, you know, they come in and shoot up an establishment and you in there, you don't know what will be on niggas' mind, so I just keep it moving.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? If I don't know you. Like, I ain't got no problem with speaking or none of that. But, like, shit, it is what it is, bro. It's dangerous out here. You feel me? Nigga got to be on this piece.
So, I'm asking a two-part question. What was a negative takeaway that came from your prison second sentence, and what was something positive that you took away from your prison experience?
Man, I think it affected the time and the time that I was able to spend and different things I would be able to do with my kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, my son's 25. You know what I mean? So my oldest, and they knew kind of what it felt like to be without me. I'm gonna say this, but I never knew what it felt like to be without my son. Because, you know, when I say that, like me being free and him being away, because I always been close to him, no matter what disagreements or what, you know, whatever we went through as parent and father, you know what I'm saying? I mean, parent and son. So, but that fucked with me, but at the end of the day, his mama was cool with me and was making sure we did see one another.
Shout out to her, man.
Yeah, and making sure things was cool. She had went on with her life and everything. We wasn't together. She was just being cool and making sure that I had an established relationship with my oldest son.
That's important.
So yeah, it's very important. But like, you got to think at this time, you growing up, like you know, he loved me and I love him. So it's like it's hard. You feel me? It's hard when a motherfucker leaving to visit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's hard when you gotta explain to him what's going on.
Walk me through that.
Yeah.
Walk me through the first time that your son came to visit you. Did he bring anybody with him or
no, my son was young at the time, so his mom brought him.
Okay.
You know, like I said, his mom, you know, she was doing her own thing, but we were always able to be cordial, and we were always able to co-parent and be okay after so long. You know what I'm saying? You know how you be fresh and you have some differences but we all went on about our lives or whatever, and she always been cool about me, you know, nothing. You know, she called me when he was young and he out of line. I got to call him lightweight checking. She like, you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate you not letting him call and manipulate you to be on some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So we was always cool in that aspect, but I'm walking you through that. It was tough. Hell yeah, it's gonna be tough if you have a relationship with your child and then you're not getting to spend that time with them, or you're not getting to see the growth and development like on the daily. You get what I'm saying? So like, he coming to see me and shit, he fly, he telling me what he needs saying, but I ain't there with him. I ain't out there with him, you know what I'm saying? And although we all make mistakes as parents, I always been close to my son. I always been close to my daughter. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Right. So I mean, so like, how did it feel? Because like, to me, I don't know. I mean, I never had to sit down for that long before, right? But to me, it's like, when I'm doing my time, I just want to sit and do my time and I'll be out. You feel me? But like I said, I ain't did a extended amount of time anyway because I just don't want them to see me in that capacity. But the fact that you had to wait so long to see him again, you was like, that didn't matter. So like when you first seen him, it was like, was you feeling ashamed a little bit? Or were you just excited to see him? Was it
I could never feel ashamed because my son actually wrote me a paper letter and told me like, Dad, it was so crazy. I was locked up, and he wrote me a paper letter, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, listen, I'm not mad at you for the things that you did or the choices you made.
Right.
He like, you always made sure I was good, and you made sure my sister was good. I got the letter.
Right.
Paper, written out. And so at that point, no matter what he say or do or whatever, at times I know that love is there, and he know that I always didn't go the extra mile for him, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm always gonna be there no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Right. Whether you need some advice, whether you need some shit, whether you in jail, you call me and you be like, whatever, that's just my son, so I always been there.
Right. So would you say that was one of the positive aspects of being in prison was you still maintain that connection with?
Yeah, that made me keep me going and made me want to do some positive stuff. Be like, cause you be like, you don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? You be in there thinking all kind of stuff, bro. Like, you know, you thinking about what your future gonna be like. You thinking about what's going on at the current time. You thinking about, well, damn, I'm in here right now. Like, I'm missing this and that. You know how it be. So it was that, but shit, he brought joy to my life. Like, he brought joy to my life and shit, my daughter and shit, because it was like, you know, they didn't judge me. They was young. So at that point, they just like, it's my daddy, it's whatever. He going through this, it's going to be over soon. We love you.
Right. I mean, and to me, I mean, like that goes more into like, you know what I'm saying, like the negative aspect is, you know what I'm saying, like lost time, right? Because now it's way more valuable to you, you know what I'm saying, because of losing a child, which I say, I don't wish that on nobody. Not even my ops should have to go through nothing like that, which I don't have any ops now. Everybody love me, but I'm just saying, but seriously though, like I don't want anybody that I even have an issue with to go through that. So losing that time really like make you be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying, like that's even worse, you know what I'm saying? But the fact is, you know what I'm saying, like you do have some positive aspects to it, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff to build upon. I think last time I saw you before like the interview and stuff like that was like in 2007. It was a picture viral of you and Jason, where Jason actually he did a video call with you while you was locked up. How was that?
Oh, well, yeah, well, nah, he did what, nah, that wasn't a video call. That was a video visit, and that was my part in the movie. Oh, because he was visiting me, because that's how you got to visit in a lot of places anyway. So what happened was I could have had physical visits, but we wouldn't been able to get no cameras in there. Right. So he was wanting me to do a clip or some shit. So I told him, I said, bro, I can get the real live video visit. You can go over my people. He like, what? He like, all right, let's set it up for this day, this time. And he popped up with the Saveka. He popped up with the cameraman, Peso, CEA Peso. Shout out to CEO Peso, and they made my part. They made my part come to life. And I asked him. He told me what he wanted me to do, and I wrote it down on my little tablet. You know, I got some little tablets in the joint. I wrote it down in the tablet, in the lines, and then that particular day I was ready. So he was like, man, when you was doing it, Garfield, all I could think about is how perfect you was doing it. Because, you know, of course, after it was done, I'm like, brother, did I do good? Right. And he was like, man, it was perfect. I didn't have to do it over and none. So that was cool with that. Yeah. And, you know what I'm saying? Did a voiceover in the Fuck the Child Support movie, too.
Hey.
The cartoon movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, when my motherfuckers call on me, you know, my real people, I ain't got no problem with it. I respect the fact that they would call on me, or they would like or want me to be involved. So that'd be what that be.
Right. So, in the very first vlog that I saw, when, you know what I'm saying, like you spoke on the false allegations of you being robbed or whatever, it was an altercation that happened. You actually got shot 3 times in that situation. Like, what was that like recovering? Because like I said, like you bounced right back like Iron Man. Like I ain't never seen nobody say they just got shot. And you
it was so crazy that you said that, because it was nothing but a blessing. It was nothing but a blessing. I can't really say.
Walk us through that day just a little bit. I mean, you ain't got to say pertinent or detail, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was you on your way somewhere? Like,
well, I can only really say that I was shot 3 times, and I lived, and I'm blessed, and I'm here, and you know what I'm saying, man, I overcame that. But you know, I will say I was shot, and I didn't, you know, like I said, I didn't know what it was, so I didn't have to say because I couldn't. If I can't say, if I don't know,
Right.
and that's what that was. But like I said, my name got through in the hat on some allegations. You get what I'm saying? So that's that.
That's crazy.
But I like I said, I'm just glad that I overcame it. I really don't want to go back to that like that. On this, just out of respect for.
For sure, man. So, so like after what I'm saying, like you do that, you also been featured on Boss Mo DVD. You do the BT award shows. Like I said, what I'm saying, you got a song called Young Nigga with Shot of K. What I'm saying, which back in the day, his name was Young K, right? So me and him did a song together, bro, and.
I think his nickname Kool-Aid. He might have went Young K and
Kool-Aid.
Shot of K.
He
went Shot of K. Remember they had a group. Him, Jason, and
Tay Nitty.
Tay Nitty. They had a group called the Shotter.
Yep.
So I think but around that time, what was your question again?
Oh no, I was running out your accolades.
Oh, you was running down. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What that yeah, man. We just like I said, just wanted to do something positive, and you know what I mean. Just wanted to stay motivated, want to be moving, want to be doing what you said that you was gonna do, want to carry out what you said you was gonna carry out. That's all that be. And I like that, man. I like the fact that you bringing up these times, you bringing back the good memories. Cause Shot K sent me some music, like I said on the last podcast not too long ago, and I was listening, and I'm like, damn. I'm like these words. I'm like, I ain't even been doing nothing in a minute, but these words right here is absurd. Right. And the way that they came together, it was damn near puzzle pieces, like snapped in. You feel me? So I was liking what I heard, and that was years back. We talking years back.
Right. So, another aspect that people probably don't know about you is that you, you know what I'm saying, like you invest in other things, you know what I'm saying, like legal investments such as flipping houses. Well, I also see you on your food journey. I mean, do we see like a cooking book or something like that in the works?
Man, I thought about a cooking book, but can I be honest? When I be cooking, man, the only time I'm gonna use some measurements is if I'm damn near baking or it's like a recipe that I didn't got from somebody, and that's how it's detailed out. Like I'm in there like bop bop.
Man, you made that orange Ruffy yesterday, wasn't it?
It was the orange Ruffy fried to the guy. I'm talking about it was fried with the candy. It was Cajun. I really like that Louisiana breading batter because it's a little bit more spicier. But I went Andy's Cajun. I was at the fish market and that's what they had. They didn't have what I really wanted, so I went with that. But that orange Ruffy, you done bought that back up. Boy, I might fry some more of that today. Yeah. So what I am doing though, my family members and myself, the old Roosters will be opening in 2 to 3 weeks, and that's gonna be called Major League Sports Bar. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So that's a spinoff of Sporty's Tap House, okay, up the street. We all are business neighbors at this point. But yeah, be on the lookout for that as well. And I'm gonna have a couple signature menu items on the menu, man. Damn near I might have my name in it. But what I want to do, man, my mom is really into cooking heavy. She's a master baker by trade, retired, and all of that. So I really shout out to Mama, shout out to Miss Deborah. That's what everybody know her as. But really, I'm gonna go ahead. I was on the phone with my dude Mo, and he was telling me what he wanted for one of these food trucks he got. And shout out to my homegirl Jasmine Brown for hooking me up with Mo, because that's where she got her food truck from, and she is the operator and owner of the Delish food truck. Okay,
wow.
So that's my homegirl. We went to school together. You know what I'm saying? We always been cool. So she plugged me with Mo's, and Mo is the person who designs and makes the food trucks out of Columbus, Ohio. So I've been in talks with him, and we gonna be real soon coming with the real deal big boy food truck, not just on here capping.
Right. Okay.
And I'm gonna and the reason why I said it about my mama, cause she like, you gonna let me run it, mama? You know I'm gonna let you run it. Look, you know I'm gonna let you run it, mama. Damn, okay.
It's documented.
She been on it. She talking about, I want to be in the kitchen up there. I want to do this, mama. We gonna let you just do your thing on the truck now. You hear me? I'm gonna see can you handle this business rush.
Right. So I heard some whispers about a clothing line. Also, I heard some whispers.
Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do, man? Damn, do I got him in frame still? Cause I damn near kicked the camera. Is he still in frame?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, I kicked the tripod with some hype shit. You know what I'm saying? It's close to me. I got, man, I'm getting in here next week with Smed. I'm just gonna come in here, vibe and kick it. He might even do my design. He might even do my t-shirt kings, man. T-shirt kings 247.com. Hey. But I got some stuff that me and a couple of my family members came up with, and I can't let it all out the bag right now. Shout out to Cousin Vane. No, see, I ain't the type of nigga that ain't gonna give nobody they just dues. Me and Cousin Vane was on the phone the other day, and we was just talking, and he said, "Bow." I said, "Cuz, we need to throw that on the shirt." So it ain't gonna be a line. I'm gonna come out with these shirts, but you know I can come out with a line, and my line will be divine. Ooh. Dumbass.
I mean, any update on the podcast?
Man, listen, can I be honest? I looked at that fucking computer that's in my closet today, man. It's not even been open. It's touchscreen. It got all type. All I need is my mixer and my mics and my lights. Right. So guess what? We gonna be on it, man. We gonna be on it. And guess what? It's going to be very soon, man. So I want y'all to know that y'all hearing all this shit right now. And one thing that you need to know about me, if I say something, that's what it's going to be. Now, it might take some time because Rome wasn't built in a day.
At all.
You already know, but goddamn it, at the end of the day, like, it's going to be what it's going to be. Your word is important. We just said that in the beginning of the podcast, man. Your word and your loyalty is what I said, your loyalty. But your word and your loyalty means more than any amount of money or materialistic item. And then I feel like the best thing in the world between two people is an understanding. And I need you young ladies out there to know when you say you pulling up like you big girl, like I just want to do this with you, and then you trying to sneak your feelings in the mix later. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I was, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. And like I just said on my snap the other day, it's all good when a young lady wants to do away with the man. And then when a man is like, baby, I'm cool, it's a whole bunch of other shit in the mix, baby. We all were created equal. We're all human, and I want you to leave me alone. There's a couple of y'all. Leave me the fuck alone. I ain't bothering you. I ain't popping up at your house. I ain't calling your phone. I ain't hitting you on Snap. None of that. Leave me be, baby. I'm cool. Like B.B. King said, the thrill is gone.
Yo, so one more question before suicide here, you know what I'm saying? Because but it's a very important question.
Very important.
Very important question. What is something OG G Field would say to younger G Field?
I would just be like, man, don't.
Mike, you gotta get him.
I would just say, don't ever feel like that you're too good, or you know too much, or you're too good to get some knowledge or some game from another person. It ain't about their age or none of that. Like, anybody could learn something from anything. Anybody, they can learn anything from anybody. So I feel like, man, look, don't ever, a lot of people in the younger generation, it's hard for them to listen. And I try to take my time because I know I was hard headed when I was young. Right. So I take that into consideration. I do. But then I'll be like, damn, at what point are you gonna stop letting being young be an excuse?
Right.
That's what I want to know. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, you ain't got to be like I got a whole bunch of young niggas that I know that's doing okay that I have around me. Right. But I learn shit from them every day almost, or every other day. And then we trade game. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. No matter if a nigga call me like, hey, you got a plumber? You feel me? Right. Or no matter if I call him like, bro, I need the trailer, I'm doing the clean out. No matter, you get what I'm saying? But we work together is what I'm saying. And ain't nobody over there acting like they bigger than the next person. Right. Because they younger and this, and the third. Man, I'm OG. I'm like Brian. I'm OG, nigga. I'm still out here dunking. I'm still out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't washed. Right. I ain't washed. I am at the cleaners. Right. Silly.
One of my favorite quotes that you said was, I don't never see my ops at the bank, man.
Man, listen, man. Yeah, man, I heard that. It's so funny. I heard that from Peasy, Detroit rapper, but that's the truth. You don't. Niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying? My Frank Nitty, my brother, told me years back. He said, Garfield, you ain't getting no money if you ain't in and out the bank. He's like, you got to be in and out the bank. Like, and then you got to be doing banking so you can convince the creditors and the white folks at the bank to give you some money if you might not have none, or you might just need it, or you might just want it. You might just need it for whatever. Like, you ain't got your shit together. You can't go in there and get you no signature loan. You ain't established no credit. Right. You can't go in there and get the credit. You know what I'm saying? You got to establish it. Right. And it's not real hard because you dealing with finances, dealing with stocks and bonds, and you know that. Right. You got to manage your money. You niggas out here looking good on the internet, and I know y'all finished.
Right. A viral question of the day, it just came across my desk. The guy who made Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay, his name is Silent Toe. He just got arrested for murder right now.
Damn. Shit. I hate to hear that. I thought you was gonna say something else.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Man, very crazy. And
Any words of encouragement for
Yeah, just keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. Hopefully you had your bread up, so you get you a lawyer and stuff. But I'm just saying, no, all jokes to the side, man. We're gonna pray for you and stuff. And I did hear about that a while back. Yeah, so just keep your head up, man. You know, every time everything don't end wrong. Sometimes things end sweet. So you got to remain optimistic, you know what I'm saying, and just know that shit, you can have a chance, you know, because I have had to remain optimistic in the worst situations, you know. So yeah, so that's that. Yep, yes sir, yes sir.
Feel, man. Anything else, man?
Well, I want y'all to log on, man. Check out my son Ray Fo, and subscribe to his YouTube page. Ray Fo. I spelled it out last time. He's on Apple Music. He's on Spotify as well. He has a new tape waiting to be dropped, man. But you know how it is with these deadlines and different things, even on the independent scale. You're dealing with graphic designers, you're dealing with mixers, and you're dealing with audio engineers, and you're on different people's time. But the tape is coming.
Listen, what I need from you is to secure a date for when it's going to happen, and we need to sit him down for an interview, and we're going to drop it here.
There it is, then. We're going to get it. He was going to come with me today, but I was running late. I just wanted him to just sit in. You feel me? I ain't even want, because I knew you didn't plan to interview him, and you need to do your homework and get shit together on him. You get what I'm saying? So I knew that, but I just wanted him to sit in. We talked about it and stuff. He was with it, but I just was pressed for time, so we didn't get to get together. But however, he'll be back.
All right, man. So, man.
It's only a form of promotion. I'm trying to get people to understand.
Exactly. So, man, we got, the legendary G-Field, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. You know what I'm saying? T-shirtkings247.com -resources, man. You know what I'm saying? Ray Fo, Mini Mob, man. Entertainment, man. That's just what it is right now. That's just what it's going to be. It's going to always be what I say. Period.
Word. Legendary.
Legendary. Appreciate you, baby. Appreciate you.